Today I want to take a quick look at two parts that I made in the last 2 days. This is the battery mount for a 450 version 2 helicopter. Last time I used it, I had crashed and broken this piece on my helicopter, and I decided to make a new one since I was starting to get them set up so I can try and fly them again. And this is basically what I came up with. If you look here, I followed the design a little bit. Let me get it on here. Basically, I spread this area more so that I could get a slightly bigger or regular strap, actually, because on the original one this is just a very small piece. Even the thin straps don't actually fit correctly, so that's the first thing I did. The second thing, I actually made it about 2 or 3 millimeters longer. I forget, I think it was about 2. The other one was a little short, I think. The battery always seem to hang a little more than I like. It was fine, but I decided to make it a little long since it's not gonna make any difference anyway in terms of the space. I also made it thicker. I think the old one's about 3 millimeters and I made this one 4 millimeters thick. The next thing I made or decided on, actually, after I had done everything here, this is a cutout similar to the original, just to save a little bit of weight, but I didn't go down too deep. I think I went down about 1.5 millimeter, which is less than the original. Let me double check. That's a 1.5, yep. So I did that just to keep it nice and thick on the new one, since it's also pretty 3D printed. And obviously, if you're not familiar with this, the next thing is this right here. I decided to add this piece because one of the problems I had with the original one was the strap, as soon as you unhooked it, it would just fall off. So I decided to add this little area here just so that I could put a strap through here and it would stay in place while I change the battery. I got this from the 450 Pro version. It had some slits on the mount or the side plates that you can put a strap through and it'll stay there usually when you change the battery, which is kind of neat. I mean, you know, you're not having to pick up that strap every time, so it makes it easier to change the batteries by keeping the strap there. So I kind of wanted to do the same thing in this version 2 mount because the originals just don't have that, but now I was able to make a new one and add that to it. So this actually worked pretty well. I already printed, I had to print about 3 or 4 different versions to get this just right, but it turned out really well. I actually like the way it's working now. I made another video about this mount that I will be showing you on the on a different video. I think no, I haven't uploaded it yet, but I'll do that. Anyway, this is that mount, and actually I'm just really happy the way it came out. It works fine. I didn't want the sharp edges or corners in the front here where the battery is, so I went ahead and put a radius on there. This is a 3 millimeter radius, so I did that. I pretty much kept everything nice and square here, not round like the original, for this area here. That way I could have a nice more surface area contacting the sides. So that's the reason I left that there. The original is kind of round here, or these pieces are rounded, but I prefer this after looking at it, so that's why I went with that. And the other piece I made, it's basically this one here. Well, It's not letting me.